One of the things that really makes me sad and also a little angry is the fact that so many people want to get started with trading and investing, but most people that want to become a trader, they're doomed from the start because of all this bullshit that's out there on the internet pretending to be financial content, especially the video content on platforms like YouTube. So much of it, I would say 95% of it, is complete and total BS. It's a bunch of lies, it's a bunch of myths that are being purported. It's all BS designed to separate you from your money. It's actually content creators that are creating this content trying to sell you something, some service, some product, whatever it is they're trying to sell to you. They're trying to separate you from your money, not necessarily trying to educate you so you can make money. And as somebody that's dedicated a lot of time here, especially in the last few months, trying to educate the public on trading, especially options trading, some of the people I interact with, some of you guys have been trading for a little while. You have consumed a lot of content from some other financial content creators, and you've been corrupted. You've been polluted by some of the lies they have sold you. New traders will often watch hundreds of hours of video on platforms like YouTube. They'll go and find some content creators that are centered around, for example, options trading, and they'll consume hundreds of hours of that content before they actually commit to real trading, before they actually put real money at risk. And that's smart, right? You should do some research before you actually jump into anything. But here's the thing, 95% of the videos on YouTube are absolutely utter garbage. 95% of the trading gurus on YouTube are fakes. They're fraudsters, they're scammers. Most of these scam artists, all they do is they try to sell you on technical analysis, which again is all BS. Technical analysis, there's nothing to it. It's all astrology. It's just hocus pocus, right? It doesn't really work. It doesn't necessarily hurt you in your trading, but it doesn't help you either. And that's what these people are selling you. These people are selling you the super secret formula to trading that doesn't actually do anything for you. So when you go out there and you win, wow, man, that super secret thing he sold me where I draw this pattern on the chart, it actually worked that last time I tried it. Well, of course, you don't have a 50-50 shot every time you make a trade, essentially, right? You can either win or lose. So yeah, sometimes you get lucky and you in your head, you think, man, that technical analysis thing that guy on YouTube told me about, it works. Of course, when you lose, you never think, wow, that technical analysis stuff was all bullshit. I shouldn't have listened to that guy. Well, no, typically you try to tell yourself, now the trading guru on YouTube, he was right. His technical analysis thing probably works. I'm just using it wrong, right? And you convince yourself that you're the problem and that the scammer on YouTube that you'd been watching all those hours of video, he's perfectly legit. And I get it. It's hard to watch so many hours of this kind of content. You watch so many hours of this stuff, all this BS, you start to buy into it. Naturally, you start to buy into it. If you didn't buy into it, you wouldn't have watched so much of the content, right? And then once you buy into some of the lies, some of the myths, then you really start practicing the incorrect methods when you actually start trading. And when you start practicing the wrong things, they become a habit. They become deeply ingrained in your psyche, right? They just become a part of you as a trader. And when like real traders come along and try to tell you, hey, everything you're doing is wrong, right? Whoever told you all of that crap lied to you. You don't want to believe it. And that's part of what's going on with so many of you guys that are newer traders. Many of you guys were doomed from the start because you started watching video content, which is great, but you started watching video content without recognizing that most of it is actually just complete fakes and frauds, because it's not common knowledge, right? It's not something that's talked about just out in the world in general, that financial content is mostly a scam job. And once you start believing in the wrong things and practicing the wrong types of trading, man, it's very tough to break free. It's really hard to break free from that. And in my opinion, I think a lot of these new traders that fall in bed with the fake gurus, they would have been better had they went into trading completely blind, never tried to learn anything, knew nothing about trading, and just started trading with no knowledge whatsoever. They'd still lose money, of course, right? Because it does take a little experience and some practice to actually learn how to trade properly. But those people would have been better in the long run had they not learned anything, rather than learning the wrong things. Because at least the person that doesn't know anything knows they don't know anything. They're a complete empty slate, right? They're a computer that hasn't been programmed yet, which is great because eventually if they find the right people, the right trading mentors along the way, they'll learn the right ways to trade. They'll learn some of the things they need to know along the way. But if you're a computer that's already been programmed, but programmed badly with the wrong information, you are doomed again from the very start. So be careful what you watch on YouTube. Seriously, 95% of the channels on YouTube about trading are absolute garbage, and in some cases they're dangerous. They're people that are actually trying to scam you out of money. And people often ask me for channel recommendations. Hey, what do you watch on YouTube? You know, what financial channels? And I kind of avoid doing any kind of recommendations on things you guys should watch because I don't know a lot of these people personally, and I don't want to feel like I'm responsible for you guys getting bad information from other places, but I will recommend a few rather large channels that I know the people behind these particular channels are not fakes. They're not fraudsters. They're real traders. They're not trying to really sell you anything, right? These are just people that are trying to educate you properly about the world of trading and general finance. So let me recommend a few channels. Let's start with the one that is obvious. If you want to actually learn how to trade options, if you're interested in options trading at all, you need to watch the content over on Tasty Live. Tasty Live has a YouTube channel, but that's not the best place to watch their videos. Where you need to go is actually tastylive.com. And the reason is they have probably tens of thousands of videos they have made over the years. They've been around for something like 13, 14 years, and they broadcast for like 8 to 10 hours a day, 5 days a week. They have a ton of shows. They do a lot of research pieces. So if you actually want to be able to search through all of their back catalog, you need to go over to their website to look for example, older videos, that are 5, 10, 15 years old or whatever it happens to be. They've also got a lot of educational material as far as PDFs. You can sign up for their daily newsletter where you get a newsletter in the morning before the market opens to let you know what you should be on the lookout for that day. Really fantastic content. Easily the best trading content network out there, bar none. If you're not following Tasty Live, you really need to be. Another channel I can recommend is Project Finance. Project Finance, this guy behind it, he has some kind of affiliation with TASTYTRADE and the TASTYTRADE gang, but he does really fantastic content around options trading. It's very tasty-like as far as his content. So think of it as almost like an extension of Tasty Live, if you will. But really fantastic educational stuff. This is real stuff. This is not fake. This is not fluff. This is not technical analysis, and this is not fundamental analysis. This isn't, how to turn $50 into $100,000 this week, doing 0 DTE butterfly spreads on SP. It's none of that garbage that you get served as far as when you do searches on YouTube for financial content. This is real stuff. Project Finance, go check that out. Another channel that I find useful sometimes, some of their content, is SMB Capital. Now, this is a prop firm. They're a prop trading firm, so they're always looking for people to become proprietary traders for their firm. But the content around this, and there is a lot of technical analysis, a lot of stuff that I don't typically buy into. But as far as some of their options trading content, they have some really fantastic videos about various option strategies. So this is another channel that, again, they're real traders. Like, these are not fakes and fraudsters. They obviously run a prop trading firm, a big firm in New York City. So I feel comfortable saying, you go check these guys out because they're not trying to scam you out of money. Another channel I'd recommend is Options Play. The guy behind this channel is a guy named Tony. He puts out some fantastic options trading content. Occasionally he interviews people, for example, like Tom Sosnoff. Tom Sosnoff has appeared on his channel numerous times in the past, so go check out some of the interviews between Tony and Tom, especially because you get to see a different side of Tom Sosnoff in these interviews, because people like Tony, and when he appears on other people's channels as well, they'll ask him questions about trading that, Tom normally these are topics he wouldn't bring up himself, like on the Tasty Live network. So you get to see a little bit of a different Sosnoff on some of these channels. One last channel I want to recommend, it is not a trading channel at all. It has nothing to do with options trading. It is a general finance channel, and this is The Money Guy Show. So this is all about being responsible with your money. It's all about saving. It's all about doing the right things with money and trying to save your way to wealth, and some long-term investment stuff as well. But the Money Guy Show is great. It is real-world, common sense stuff that everybody should be doing to save money. And this is really important, because before you ever really try to actively trade, whether it be actively trade stocks and options and futures, what have you, before you even venture into that, you need to have your financial situation already kind of set up. You need to be able to work a job, save some money, you're right, pay all of your bills, right? You have to be financially responsible before you should ever even consider trading. So the Money Guy Show, absolutely fantastic. Some of the best content as far as general finance content you will find on YouTube. So those are 5 YouTube channels that I feel comfortable directing you guys towards, because the content that those guys make is actually real educational content. It's no garbage, no lies, no fluff, right? It's actually legit educational material that actually teaches you how to trade properly. Now, consuming financial content will only get you so far. And we're talking about the videos you watch, the books you read, the articles you read, whatever it happens to be. That stuff, it's all great, but that's only going to get you to a certain point. To actually really learn how to trade, you actually have to trade, right? And you should trade, if you can, trade with other people. Find a mentor or a group of other people, especially if that group has a few people that actually know how to trade. They've been trading maybe for a number of years successfully. That's the best way to learn how to trade. Try to find one or more knowledgeable, long-time traders that are willing to share a little bit of their knowledge with you. And trust me, most traders are actually willing to share all of their knowledge with you. Most successful traders, people that have been in the game a while, they know how tough this game is, and they want people to succeed. They want to see others succeed. So all you have to do, if you see somebody, you know somebody that you know has been trading for a while, hey, can you teach me? Can I learn from you? Can I hang out with you for a while? Maybe when you're trading in the mornings or whatever, can we hang out on a Discord call or a Zoom call or whatever it happens to be? Can we actually just chat a little bit about trading? Every once in a while would be good, but if you find somebody that you can trade with each and every day, even better. Now, of course, some of these mentors that you may find, they may charge you a fee for their time, which, time is money. I certainly have no problem with anybody that wants to charge for a membership fee for whatever their trading group is. That's perfectly fine. I would say avoid anybody that asks an insanely high-priced membership fee, because there are people that literally charge thousands of dollars a month for membership into their super secret trading club. That's insane, right? What are you actually getting for that? I mean, that price is so insane that practically screams scam. And by scam, what I mean is most scammers, they know if they ask a small price for something, people won't buy into their scam. Oddly enough, when people ask for an insane price, like join my $5,000 a month membership trading group, right? But, people actually will think that must be a real trading group because that price is so insane. He must really know what he's talking about, when chances are you know more about trading than what that guy actually knows about, right? Because he's a fake, he's a fraudster in most instances. So when you see some crazy high price on anything related to trading, run away. Now, for those of you that want to help support my work here on this channel, as well as possibly help your own trading, consider subscribing to the DT Options Discord server. I actually hold a 1-hour live voice chat there for the first hour of each and every trading day. I share my trading platform on screen. You guys get to see exactly what I'm doing, what I'm trading, how I manage trades. You guys get to interact with me, ask me questions. If you're new to trading, for example, come over there and ask me questions and anything that you're struggling with as far as concepts or strategies. I'd love to help you. Even if you're an experienced trader, come hang out with us. Maybe I can learn something from you. I'd love to know what you're doing in your trading, because again, that's one of the best ways to learn, is to learn from other people and to trade with other people. So I'd love to have you over there. Peace, guys.